Meh. Alright guys, this is the 5th set I've done in this spot. I didn't get to do an intro this morning, just didn't have time. And I think I just shot the biggest buck of my life, like 100%. I definitely hit him back with that first shot, like way farther back than I should. I don't know if I tweaked something or just wasn't lined up correctly, whatever it was. But it was like a 32-ish yard shot and I just hit back. And then he stood out there at like 60, I think it was 62 yards, that was what it ended up being. And obviously not the most advisable of angles if it was your first shot, but always, if you have the opportunity, especially to hit back, get a second arrow in that deer, as many as you can until that thing drops. And that's what I did. So I sent it at 62, and it went essentially a Texas hard shot. It looks like it dropped right in where it should, and it buried completely up to the fletchings, and it's not laying on the ground. So with 26, 27 inches of arrow, that should have very well clipped the back of some vitals and done a lot more damage than that first shot. So hopefully with 4 holes essentially crisscrossed through that deer, it shouldn't be a ton of time, but I'm gonna give him, it's super early in the morning, so I'm gonna give at least until lunch, if not after lunch, before we go even getting down to look for that deer. I'm gonna call in some friends, see if I can get anybody who's off work today to come down here and see if they want to come help track a deer. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I just am nervous for sure. He did head up into some super thick cover away from me, and I heard some blowing and stuff, which I'm hoping was just the final blows. Kind of him letting his last breaths out, and hopefully he's not too far. But for now, I'm gonna sit up in the tree for as long as I can, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and then get down and we'll go start looking for stuff. But for now, let's just sit up here and do absolutely nothing, because I don't want to do, because he went back towards the truck, so I don't want to walk out and mess anything up. So I'm just sitting here for as long as I can. I'll check back in with you guys as we get down and start to go look for him. Alright, it's a little update for you guys. I've been watching that spot. Nothing's come out of there. I really think with the way that second arrow completely buried up inside of him, and I think that first shot was probably, after trying to look a lot harder at it, was probably in that like liver, like right on the line of liver and guts, like literally right where you would put the line of where those like, liver stops and guts starts. He definitely got hit in the guts, because you could tell just by the way he hunched up and stood there for a while. And I'm glad I took that second shot, because I think that second shot, with the way that it completely buried up to fletching and the height that it was at, very likely got to the back of the lungs, hopefully, or at least for sure liver, and maybe back of lungs, somewhere in there, could maybe even farther up, but because I think my arrow is like 26 inches, something like that, so it's quite a bit of arrow, and there's only, I'm pretty sure as he was running off, I could see the only thing sticking out was the lighted knock, so we should be good there. I'm actually going to leave this set completely up, so it'll make it a little easier getting out of here. I got another hour or so. I'm going to wait until I get down to go look, but yeah, I feel good about it. I'm going to give it another hour, and then we'll go start looking for him. Alright, finding that arrow made me a lot more optimistic. I thought the shot was a lot farther back than it was, because this is good liver blood, and no guts on it either. It doesn't smell, and that second shot buried way up there, so between the two of these, he's definitely a dead deer. It's been about two and a half, maybe 3 hours since I shot him. It's about 10:30 now. I shot him at 7:30. I'm gonna give it another hour. I still want to be quiet, just because who knows what's going on. So I'm gonna give him another hour, wait till about 11:30. You can never give a deer too much time. You can definitely give him too little, but you can never really give him too much. So I'm gonna give it a full 4 hours and then go start looking. But I have a pretty good feeling that he's not too far from where we last saw that arrow hit him at 62. I feel like he's just around that corner there. So fingers crossed. I'm gonna go toss this back in the quiver and wait another hour, and we'll go start taking a look for this guy. Alright, it's been 4 hours now. It's 11:30. I'm gonna start tracking. I'm gonna head where that second shot hit and just start walking from there. I got the GoPro on my chest, so that'll be rolling. Hopefully get you guys some footage of the blood trail and stuff like that, but I'm mainly focused on seeing if I can find this deer, if he's still alive, getting another arrow in him, so I'm gonna go super slow. But I would hope after seeing the arrow and then seeing where that second shot hit that he should be dead at this point. So fingers crossed. I'm gonna go find this buck. Yes, dude, yes. Well, I'm glad we waited, but I don't think he was dead for, or I don't think he was alive for very long after that second shot, because if you look right over there, I see some antlers sticking up off the ground. Alright, let's go take a look at this guy. This is the biggest deer I've shot today for sure. He's been dead in a while. He is stiff. You want to meet my friend?
Yeah.
He's bigger than I thought. Before I got this deer and get working on him, I want to show you where these shots landed, just so you get an idea of essentially anatomy, and honestly it'll help me a little bit just to see where those two shots landed. So the first one here, this was the exit. You can tell essentially like mid-body exit. Probably it was essentially straight liver. Maybe back of lung I'll be able to see once I break him open, but that's essentially, it's straight through, straight on. I shot him straight on the other side, and you can see obviously not the most appealing thing in the world, but essentially a 62-yard Texas heart shot, and I think that is what downed him so quickly, getting that second arrow in him, because that arrow would essentially be probably right about there on the inside of the cavity. So just completely destroyed everything through the inside, a bunch of arteries and stuff back there. And then you've got a crisscross of one hole this way and then an arrow coming this way. So just complete devastation. This deer I can almost guarantee you was dead within, like right when you walked out of frame. So I'm gonna start breaking him down. He's been sitting here for a while, obviously, so I want to get some of the guts out and start getting him dragged out of here. All right, guys, it's time for me to get out of here with him, get him dragged out, and start getting him taken care of. It's getting a little hot out here, and he's been sitting a while, so I'm gonna get him loading on the cart. But what a hunt! This is probably one of the best hunts I've had on public. He came in making scrapes, doing all sorts of stuff. Just that deer was fighting off that smaller buck. It was the first cold front not first cold front, but first major cold front, because it was 35 degrees this morning, October 24th. And I got in the tree super early, in a tree I sat 4 times last weekend, and had some decent encounters before daylight. I could see him in the moonlight, and then I'm pretty sure this guy came by actually right underneath my tree last weekend. Just wasn't able to really make out exactly what he was, but knew it was a bigger buck. And so now got to put him on the ground, and it's not even November yet. November is usually my bread and butter, especially on public. It gets new bucks showing up, and I guess October might be it for me now too. So yeah, I'm gonna get him taken care of, get him up to my grandpa's. We're gonna start getting him skinned out, and then I'm gonna be back in a tree tomorrow morning. So keep taking advantage of this cold front, and hopefully we can make another thing happen. I still got a tag here in Illinois, I got a tag in Indiana, I got a tag in Wisconsin. So we're just gonna keep trying to put them on the ground, and still got a lot of season left. So I will see you guys in the next video.